Dude, there's so much less of us now. This elevator feels empty. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we all were there...
Monokuma appears!
2 Monokumas. Hello, hello. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey! Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it. We're serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume, or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem that I've got away with murder. Wait, she didn't say that. Then it would seem we have our culprit. Nah.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Fumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the 2 that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed 2 of our friends. The killer is... among us. Someone right here. Alright, let's do it. Looks like we're getting Genocide Jack for our trial. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. It's so empty. It's just 8 of us. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. When I see all you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh boy, here we go. What skills do I have? Cool and composed. Stays your aim a little. Effective during the non-stop debate and the hangman's gambit. That doesn't really help that much. The one I struggle with is the rhythm one. Increases damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. That one's fine. Doing more damage during bullet time is fine because it takes forever. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. That's also fine. Anything that helps during bullet time battle is fine. I guess I'll set this because why not? I have the points for it. But I don't need it that much. Alright, let's review. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. They thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. The tarp was found at the repository, under Kiyotaka's lifeless body. It was apparently used to move Kiyotaka in order to avoid leaving any bloodstains. The dolly was found when the body was rediscovered in the repository. The specific dolly has no handles, and blood was found on one of its wheels. It is assumed that it was the same dolly that was in the equipment room, where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. When they were first found in the nurse's office, Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. However, when they were next seen in the repository, they were completely clean. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet, and apparently had been recently washed. I forgot about that point. The door connecting the art room to the repository was designed to open only from the repository side. According to Aoi, it was locked during the search for the missing body. However, when the body was rediscovered, it had somehow been unlocked. We can confirm that. A puddle of blood was found in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was initially found. A tire track had been left behind in the blood. Notice how I have no notes. I have no notes on screen for this trial. This is I have no information going into this. The cloth was found in the trash can in the nurse's office. It was branded with a popular cartoon character and was found with blood on it. One has to wonder if someone used to wipe some blood away. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently they weren't gone for more than a minute or two. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet in the dining hall. Meet in the dining hall is all it says. The handwriting is remarkably neat and clear. There are the blueprints for railroad justice, which were found in Yasuhiro's room. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit into the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet, or bend at the waist more than 90 degrees. Apparently, Yasuhiro received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, "I found a hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. Kiyotaka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock. It was confirmed that, as of late last night, the watch still worked, which means it must have been broken the following morning when he was attacked. Also, Celeste says she went for a walk around just before 7 a.m. Kiyotaka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. Same edge of paper that Hifumi had this note hidden on him. One edge appears to be torn. The note reads, "I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Each student has their own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time a handbook pop is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murder this time." Okay, I have some theories. None of them very good. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I
think-
don't know anything about it.
In order of the justice system, he deserves a fair trial still.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer? Or before anything else, we have to make that clear. Alright, let's find a contradiction. Yasuhiro's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
That's true.
The culprit.
All that's true so far.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on.
Ooh,
a
that's all we
second.
got. What was wrong in those first two messages? I mean, looking at the blueprints, the handwriting is awfully messy. If I remember right, Hiro's handwriting is very neat.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Blueprints are not proof enough.
No, that's wrong.
Interesting. Okay.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
Yeah, that's not Hero's handwriting. That's a little bit more squiggly.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
But why would they?
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Okay, don't play the dumb card because that's not going to get you anywhere.
Are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No, I think Hero was the one running around in the suit, but I don't think that whoever was killed in the suit.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit. Hiro, Hina, the Illuminati. Yeah, it had to be Hiro.
I got it! Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Those two things can be separate.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
That's his bit. Look, he's right. Let him talk.
Things have a proper
Can't believe I'm defending him now. How much I've switched up. Oh my god.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
A cart.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
The dolly.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that were used to move Taka's body? They must have been repository dolly.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. Things that were used to move Taka's body. They must have been... Oh. I would imagine the tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
What? No, bitch.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody
Why are you
expects
talking to me like this? Hello?
We all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Nah, you're not gonna talk to me like this. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change your mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. Another element has been added to bullet time battles? Oh my god. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements, but from now on, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it'll cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the X button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the X button now has a function along with the A and Y buttons. You will automatically reload at the start of the fever time, and your ammo will not increase. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. Oh wait, this is for bullet time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. I didn't realize this is for bullet time.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Locked in.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
I'm going fever.
I cannot agree. You are a fool.
I'm fevering in the negative. I can't deal with the negative. I'm not good enough at rhythm games for that.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Interesting. I had to battle Celeste.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
I don't think the blood would dry that quick, but... Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
You had to bend over for the dolly to transport it. It'd be, Makoto made a comment of how easy it would be if you bent over and got to like the ground level of it. But we found out that in the suit, you can't bend over. If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? Non-stop battle? Robot Justice costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Correct.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Correct.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, it does, but you have to bend over.
But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Correct.
Then you could push
Oh, I
the
missed.
dolly no problem.
I missed.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If
Yes.
you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
So you can't bend over.
Sorry. I don't think I realize anything.
Yeah, okay, I missed the shot. But I had it right. Dolly doesn't have any handles, so to push it, you have to be able to bend over. But would anyone wearing the suit have been able to actually stoop down like that? No. Look, I got it. I had it right.
And from there.
Yeah, then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind.
Well, yeah.
All you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
In the suit, you can't bend over. Easy.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together.
Yeah, it was you, Hina, who said that. Big oversight. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly? with
You
your
are a
feet?
counter UAV this trial. Oh my god,
When you
Celeste.
can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that,
Forgot
if
she
you
was
were
here.
wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
No, because you can't take it off yourself. There's absolutely no chance the costume was taken off just to move the body because Hero's not strong enough. Once it's on, you can never take it off. You can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off
So
the
that
suit
proves
was an
Hero's
option.
innocence.
If you remember,
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid frickin' thing. There's a clasp at the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Yeah.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
No.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself,
Listen, I wish he was
I don't
too.
think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
I mean, not that he knew that.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Correct.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Well, I think you took that picture as a setup.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
I don't think that's what's happening here. I think this is the note that told Hifumi to meet him at 6 a.m. I think Celeste probably set up the suit and Hifumi would have fangirled seeing the suit and then would have been like, hey, take my picture with the suit. And that's the pose that he did. And now Hifumi can't confirm that that was happening.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? That's true. Robo Justice. Or what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
It's true, I forgot about that part.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Absolutely. That's why the smart one,
Instead
Kyoko.
of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
She's not gonna tell us that.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
But you couldn't have been. You were busy killing Taka.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something's moving at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the 2nd floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Yeah. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. But Celeste was here when this happened. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
So it couldn't have been Celeste for Hifumi. But it could have for Taka, I guess.
While Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
You guys heard the same announcement? But I thought Monokuma said he delayed it. Or he just delayed giving us the tapes, I guess.
Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Yeah, I'll say.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yeah, it almost feels like there's 2. It almost feels like Celeste murdered Taka. Someone didn't realize that Taka was murdered and then tried to kill Hifumi.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Okay, let's treat it separately.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. Monokuma File 3.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi.
Correct.
Or perhaps it was after?
No.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No, we don't.
Taka came last.
We think that. We found him
You
last.
say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I don't think that's what that means, though. Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order? I don't think so. I think I need to take one of...
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Oh, I wanted to...
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3,
While Taka's death...
See? So it's obvious.
I want the
Taka came
numbering.
after. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Yeah.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order,
And the watch confirms that.
but in
In
reality,
different order.
Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. Taka's wristwatch. Hangman's Gambit. That's probably gonna be watch, I imagine. Wristwatch. Wristwatch. W-R-I. This is much easier than Schizo.
Now I understand. I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing it in his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yes.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Not us. Nah, as soon as Kyoko mentioned
We
that.
made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
No, I think it's so stupid to think that they happen just because of the order of the hammers.
Exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Pattern recognition.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Yeah.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
No.
That's true. Where's the tape?
Probably in the incinerator by now, but...
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Can we talk about how far Hina's graduated? Hina's graduated so far that she's making fun of Hiro now. Hiro really is the deadweight.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yeah, we know you're good, unfortunately.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In
I
other
know.
words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now?
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in the short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Big guys just don't go missing like that.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What do you know?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
You don't think Hifumi was dead yet? Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
Hifumi could have been an accomplice to Celeste due to the relationship they had where Hifumi felt like Celeste was her master. I think that's far-fetched though.
No! Not another ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
I mean, we found him also once before and he wasn't dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is that really possible? Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I probably need that one.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Wrong.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
His dead body was found
Are we
once before
really
too, though.
so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once. I thought so too. I don't remember them talking about a second discovery. But Hifumi and Taka's body were discovered at almost exactly the same time. Oh, I take someone else's discovery. And then I let it loop again. Okay. Wait, I think I got it.
That when we first, there's a chance no. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was
And I
made.
put it there.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Someone else's discovery, I take.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance you...
No. Hifumi
And I
was
put it
dead.
here.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of it. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There we go. Okay. Fumbled that a little bit. I see.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
So that's why you would split us into groups, so that we would have found it at the same time.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
And you being the ultimate gambler, would have gambled that it was at the same time that we found it.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
No, because he made the announcement later.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That's what I said earlier. I made that comment earlier. But the group that would have found Hifumi's body, I had it for the wrong body. I was thinking for Taka. I was thinking Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko. I was like, that's 3 people. It couldn't have been for that. But it was actually for my own group. It was me, Celeste, and Hina. But Celeste is if one of us is the killer, we'll humor that it's not Celeste for a second. If one of us is the killer, then that's not 3 or more people finding the dead body for the first time. That's only me and Hina. And then when everyone was in the room and found Hifumi in the equipment room, that's when everyone would have found the body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Okay, Hero, it actually did answer our question.
Actually, that was plenty. Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered.
Sorry, not
the
equipment
two
room.
bodies.
The repository. This is the first time 3 people have found Hifumi. After a certain time, you may use the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually
Discovered for the first time.
Discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Which means it has to either be me, Hina, or Celeste. Because it can't, that clears Sakura, Byakuo, and Toko.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom! That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
You're doing a lot of defending Celeste. There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. The fact that he played dead once before. No, not played dead. Oh, he wiped his glasses, right.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Correct.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Yes.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
Oh, that's correct.
there was no notable difference.
That's Star.
No, that's wrong.
He wiped his own glasses off
There was
and threw
one
out the
clear
cloth.
difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
Your accomplice sold you, Celeste.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the nurse's office trash can was glasses cleaning cloth.
I got it! It was a
I got
glasses
it.
cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
You know, it had to be him.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And
Yep.
whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character
The
was
Pudgy Angel or whatever.
Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I'm surprised you remember all that.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a
Yeah.
tacky piece of garbage.
It's definitely not Byakuo.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Yeah, I don't think it's you
And
either.
there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is, what exactly?
That Hifumi was the accomplice.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
Yeah, so he could
let's
walk up
assume
the
that
stairs.
He was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood?
There's blood in the
Was it
fridge.
paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office
Yep.
contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
It's crazy they let Kyoko figure that out and not let me find
If
it.
he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's corpse was Hifumi. Sakura.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Yeah.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yep. Oh, he took the note from Taka. The thing that Hifumi stole from Taka. Could it be?
I got it!
I thought Taka took the note from
The
him,
note
but
Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe he can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
At 1 a.m.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Taka. Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
Oh.
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Why do you give him nicknames?
TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Yes.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Got another one? Broken wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses, glasses cleaning cloth.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
It does.
The note is
that's wrong. No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Yeah.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Yeah.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster.
Kill Taka, frame you.
People they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
To hide it.
Huh? He stole
That's
it?
why it was ripped. He couldn't break the rigor mortis.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it!
Yep, it
It
fits.
fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Yep.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Because he was an accomplice.
Exactly, which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No. Because to cover her tracks and prevent herself from getting stitched on at the trial, she had to kill Hifumi too.
Sorry.
But when did she get a chance to?
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Unless Celeste actually found compartments that you can travel in.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Yeah.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Did we?
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Oh, shit.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Be nice to her.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Why? Hifumi agreed to be an accomplice?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The washed hammer.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
That's the freshly washed hammer.
then put the hammer back where they found it.
There you go. You finally did something.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised.
That's why you went to the bathroom with Hina.
Brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Yeah.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Correct.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing,
It
right?
just has to be something similar shape, man.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Don't worry, I got it. Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
The spotless hammer.
Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
They weren't.
Nobody witnessed them carrying it.
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Okay. I mean, that was technically a lie.
Shoot!
Is it just this first option?
What was used to kill Hifumi?
No. Okay, it wasn't. Maybe you have some idea, but I don't understand it at all.
Shoot!
Okay, well. There's some warning
What was
shots.
used to kill Hifumi?
Just some warning shots.
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody... Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Really?
One thing seems pretty clear.
Wait, hold on. Murdergear.com/hammer. I'm checking this out right now. /hammertime. Page not found. I wonder if that was murdergear.bigcartel.com. I'm getting off this website. That was a bad idea. The cartel's after me. I'm cooked. I'm doxxed. I'll never see you guys again. I hope you enjoyed Danganronpa. That's going to be the end of the series. I'm not making it to tomorrow. It didn't have to be one of the Justice Hammers. Okay. Well, I should have waited until I saw more text.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
But there's one that was cleaned off.
For some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Unless they're a hot woman and he's a simp.
So the idea that anyone would work together
Remember the
like
tea
that is
incident?
simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
He was dedicated to making you the correct tea. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Ooh, okay. Gonna make me work for it. Spotless hammer again. Okay, so that's probably not it.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Correct.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
I don't think I want the
But that
impossible
only
bullet. I think
really
I'm breaking the
applies if
impossible.
there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Can we really say there's no chance 2 people work together on this? No, we can't. Okay, so I'm breaking impossible with the last one.
Only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Based on the rules, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate, and assuming the rule holds true.
No, that's wrong.
What's wrong? You're cooked, Celeste. I loved you.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
Hifumi murdered Taka. And then Celeste murders Hifumi.
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
There's 2 people committing 2 different murders.
Instead, each person killed someone. Creating 2 separate
It's big brain.
incidents.
It takes some orchestrating
And
though.
it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
By killing
A single
Hifumi.
suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
This is a well thought out game, man. To try and orchestrate all these trials and like make it so information from the past all helps for the information that's relevant now.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
What a beautiful game.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
This is where Byakuya hits the line where that's why you don't judge people based on your own morals.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the 2 murders were the same. That was the main characteristic at this time. Kyoko must have noticed the fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at
I
this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and at the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Celeste, my girl, you were right there under Kyoko. I thought you were great. You know what? I'm rethinking my tier list. You know, we've had some rough patches, Byakuya, but me, you, and Kyoko really are the trio.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yes.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit brain fat, lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
I got her accent dropped.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Yeah, the tea incident.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? The screaming, encountering the suspicious individual, paper hidden in Hifumi's pants.
I got it.
Encountering the suspicious... It was
Behavior they
Celeste
had in
every
common
time.
has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
Whether it was the
Doesn't-
shadow, the picture...
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
I've heard that line before too.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, you're one of them, Makoto.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Not entirely.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Man, I feel like when I was like talking about how like when we were all on the 3rd floor and I was like that opens up something on the 1st floor, if I had thought about it a little bit more about who was still on the 1st floor, I maybe could have came up with more information about this case. This actually felt solved. I think that's what like gets me with Danganronpa, is that they all feel solvable. I didn't know I was in the murder mystery this much, but apparently I really am. I saw a shadow, something moving around the top floor of the stairs.
We headed to the 2nd floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the 3rd floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when
Uncharacteristic
we'd
of
all come
her.
to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Head to the next floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah! Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Tell me that was the ultimate gamble. Tell me, you say the line. Just say the line.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of a suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Ha-ah!
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was your way of telling him, we are on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I had not imagined that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Wordplay. She's kind of smooth with it.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was
when Hifumi ran
She
off.
wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Does she not know about Taka's murder yet?
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover
Yeah.
Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we
I think I called that out too. I remember calling out a plural thing, right? I think I called that out. Editor me, if you remember, to put a flashback, because I'm pretty sure I remember calling out the plural. We're going to die just like those guys died.
What did you say?
Just like those guys died, plural. Did she come? She didn't come into the physics room, did she? We were already leaving?
Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Nah, I caught that too, Byakuya.
Although
I forgot I caught that.
Means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comments doesn't make sense. What was he alluding to? The fact that he said guys, plural.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around,
Not
frightened
us.
and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
Yeah, those guys.
That's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I need the strange bullet. Give me the strange bullet. That in mind, what's so strange about what he said is...
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us stand. They must be. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like.
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Oh, I caught it.
When she
Oh, I'm
said
proud of
that,
myself.
None of us had told her Taka was dead.
She didn't know yet.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall.
Man, I really could have put
There
this
was never
together.
any chance for her to have seen his body in
I
the
gotta lock in more.
for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
True.
You all have such vivid imaginations.
Ah,
You
she's
know
in
that?
denial.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
It's changing the narrative.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Well, I think Fumi is propping it up right now. I don't think there's anyone in it. I think this picture was taken earlier.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Hero, take 5.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
No, we're not. Your accomplice, he posed.
By that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi and the subject are dancing, Hifumi is dragging the suspect away, Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. Oh, it's a picture of them dragging Hiro while he's asleep.
I got it!
Interesting.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's when they go shove him in the locker.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Yep.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate
Oh,
you.
that was cold. Celeste thinks she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragged the suspect away. Was that really possible? Oh. Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message, Robo Justice blueprints. I assume I need the blueprints.
I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
It doesn't bend.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
No.
No way!
We've been over this. It doesn't bend. If I remember right, Hina said, she said the costume doesn't bend at the waist. Yeah.
You dressed me up in that, then you just draped me. You tried to make me look
Like I said, as you can
This is a repeat. We've done this
the
already.
suspect
Come on
is
now.
standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
No, that's wrong.
Even if you were slumped in it, it would still stand up straight.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Till it can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
No, it was intentional.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Yeah.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I
That was a cute
suppose
noise,
this
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot.
Her real voice.
Checkmate.
Oh, dude, her real voice.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
It was Hiro. But he's an accomplice, so of course he's gonna say that. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
actually Taro.
Yeah, but that's not relevant right now.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh my god, it's a threat.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said for serious law, he gave everyone nicknames. He said he used people's last names.
I got it!
It's true, he did.
That's right. Our last names. He called us
He's
all
like
by
Mr.
our last
Naegi
names.
or Mr. or Mrs.
Exactly. I know I heard him
Yeah.
say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Don't talk. I'm for once I'm with Byakuya.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on.
We don't actually know Celeste's last
There's
name.
one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusations so
Celestia
far, I don't
Lindbergh.
know whether to laugh or spit!
Oh, I love her voice acting.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
No,
What?
I can't be mean to her. I love her.
Think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Kyoko. And that's what she meant by what the e-readers or the e-handbooks weren't involved but could be involved. Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Yeah, that's the e-handbook. Yep.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
He did.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Bang. Bang.
That's it! The handbook!
what?
Dude, they set this up from the very beginning when she even did the introduction. That's why the introductions are unskippable.
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It also has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Well,
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
she doesn't have a play. Oh no.
because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again.
All right,
From the
comic
beginning.
time.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Let's see if we can do it. Hifumi came to Celeste. What is this? Chips on the table? In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? Hifumi. What is that? I can't tell what it is. Is it her sweaty tracksuit? I can't tell. It looks like a blue tracksuit. Is it Chihiro's tracksuit? What time did the killers call their victim to the rec room? 1 a.m. That's when they drugged Yasuhiro. Oh, I got some from the other case too. Who was it that the killers summoned first? Oh, Yasuhiro. They put him in the suit. They knocked him out, then stuffed him in the Robo-Justice suit to falsify their evidence. And they used a certain item to do it. Camera, who took his picture, holding up the suit. Then at 1 a.m., or 6 a.m., sorry. No, it's 7. Do I have a 6 a.m.? Well, that's a mishmash. I was assuming this is 6. It looks like 7 to me, though. 6 a.m. Kills Taka. Bloody hammer. They show the picture. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Oh wait, which hammer is this? No, this is not the one I want. Justice hammer was used to kill Taka. What number was it? 4. That's the one that killed Hifumi that I had put. Wait, what am I looking for here? In the library, Hifumi used something fake to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Come back to that. Wait, what did I put in the first one? In the blood bag in the nurse's office, he faked his death. Which Justice Hammer was used in the nurse's office when Hifumi was pretending to be dead. That was 3. And he's dead. Then they're in the storage room, or in the art place, repository. And then Hifumi's wheeling them on the cart. Is this supposed to be him wheeling him on the cart? I think. And then the mallet. Hifumi used something to move Taka's body. Yeah, it has to be this one. Which means in the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. It's the hammer, second hammer? It's his backpack?
Here's exactly
We'll see.
what happened.
I feel like that one's wrong, but pretty confident about everything else.
The killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh, I got the first one wrong. Oh, this is him on the cart. That's the tarp. Gotcha. Wait, hang on.
The killer is you!
I said I was so confident about the other ones, and then I got the first one wrong.
The killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Yeah, there we go.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect.
His hair looks even crazier in the comics.
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
See, the crazy part is, they really could have just murdered Hiro together.
At 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan.
And be done with it.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
Celeste could have just pushed Hiro into the pool and drowned him, and then everyone would have blamed Hifumi because it's an anime suit.
Making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that.
Yeah, okay. I got this one wrong. This is the one I thought I got wrong. So, it's not the backpack. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal.
The killer is you! So, next they falsified 2 more for these attacks. The killers, the first there, they wanted to make the second this time with the we fell right.
Second hammer.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
He covered himself in blood.
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
Man, Hina and Hiro stay getting played, though. It's those 2 who are always getting played. Because Celeste played Hina by taking her to the bathroom during this time.
And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Blessed. Man, she kind of cooked though, I'm not gonna lie. With the reverse double fake out, she cooked a bit. Oh, Celeste, I can't believe we're losing another one. Yo, do I have 100% rate on going with the killer on a date before they kill? I went on a date with Leon, he kills Sayaka. I went on a date with Mondo, he kills Chihiro. I went on a date with Celeste, which I had been going on dates with Celeste, but she kills Hifumi. Come on, dog. I gotta break the streak.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg.
Celestia Yasuhiro?
No, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, her execution's about to be insane though. Oh, look at the score. Oh, look at your boy. Look at the homie. Oh, 1239. That's gotta be a new record. I feel like I did well, other than the little fumble in the middle there. 100 medals. Let's get it.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
She's ready to die.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Yeah, we gotta be the greatest class of detectives ever.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened?
FBI got nothing on us.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You're gonna be so upset that I'm right again, Monokuma. Ba, 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 ba.
What?
Basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. He did kind of sell you. Hifumi's impetude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then
Did you use, you know? You figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. Chihiro? For everyone who's still left, I'd avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. Totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
And you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I had taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the pictures as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Okay, so it was him. But how do you do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. You really think the ultimate moral compass guy did this, Hifumi? Nah, this one's on you, big dog. You really think the ultimate moral compass would have stooped this low?
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, I knew he'd gotten a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. The N-word?
Completely unforgivable!
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, as he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka's going to try to kill you. What? What?
indeed.
And all he can do... And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard. Bastard.
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join me with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even though love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
Another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place. A little bit. So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my very expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Oh my god, she's cooking him alive. She's like, I'm gonna get the last laugh. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
It's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd seriously been wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so no one could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So he had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you? Oh, you're so precious, Hina.
Well,
It's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives from pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In the aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. Yeah, because if she acts like Byakuya, look how that gets her treated.
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie. Yeah.
Hey!
Couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Castle? That explains the fake accent. I don't know how many castles they have in France, so. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every needs. Now she's cooking with this idea. This is a good idea. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Type shit. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right on the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you really were able to kill your own friends for it.
Oh,
You're asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you? She gave it her all, dude. Like, she has no regrets. Why aren't you scared? Now I respect that. My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. That's crazy. She didn't have a good life.
Hey,
You just get executed again, literally. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked like, to me, like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
This is room 17 key.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone.
Oh, Celeste, I'm gonna miss you.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In
In another life. Wow, this one's actually sad. I was a little attached to Celeste. I mean, I was attached to Chihiro too, but it was different because she was getting murdered. The fact that Celeste is getting executed hits different. I didn't think it would. Castle murder? Stage play. The burning of the Versailles witch. I'm gonna burn her alive. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Celeste, I'm so sorry. You kind of deserved it, though. Her skin's gonna melt off. But she had no regrets. I mean, in her mind, she fought to the end. She's smiling. Oh my gosh, she can kill. Well, at least she'll die instantly from that. Celeste, I'll remember you. Oh 07. It's over. The third execution is over. Dude. There's 7 of us now. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. I did. And for him to just come along and still blaming him, isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their own regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value in your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down, one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your questions if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What? Oh man.
Exciting.
Oh geez, oh man, oh geez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of weird. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know? Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Yeah, you better, brother. Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Ah, does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Kina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key to Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw... Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say a case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. She's not gonna tell me. Kyoko, please tell me. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come in here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that?
Indeed.
It's only natural to think that I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too? No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's what I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
And maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. Okay, that's where we're gonna stop off here for now. Wow, Celeste got the trial done. I figured out she was the killer kind of from the way that she was acting in the trial, not necessarily all the information. But I think if I thought a little bit harder about that one, I probably could have put the pieces together. But something's going on with Kyoko. Kyoko's kind of my biggest interest at the moment. I like Byakuya now, just because he's kind of raw in the way that he presents his information, but Kyoko has always kind of been a mystery, so I'm excited to see what gets up with her. We'll check it out in the next episode. I'll see you then.